the Gentlemates, they've had control of bioweapons this entire game here, Numa, and that was a really big question mark we had. Would they get this for free? For the Falcons, though, we're starting to see maybe this battle heat on up. As Shifty, he does get caught. Gabe will actually find the kill, and this is going to be your opportunity to surge on forward. Gabe takes a lot of damage. Basoka, he answers on back, but blasted there for trade. Doggy's on into the mix as well as map number 1, 10th place. The Falcons are gone. 4 teams here with all 3, and you have 1 squad. It's just 1 member of AG.AL who's still alive. This is going to collapse, and look where this is. Oh my god. It's just absolutely ripping to the other direction. If you're Twisted Minds, hey, you might be able to play this logo on everybody in Chemical right now. It's going to be about who jumps first, but you have to be careful. If it's a little bit too early, you might get caught by Twisted Minds. Smokes getting dropped on top here. Sage just trying to figure out how can we play from another side. Had the Gentlemates in their sight, but Donkey from a different angle, he's going to be able to cut down Blast. It's just going to be Gabe and Skullface for the time being. The Gentlemates, they're going to try and make this wrap onto the outside. Can they cut their way into zone?
Daisy chaining a couple of smokes across. You've got to get to that wall first. You've got to also pay attention to the players above you. 100 Thieves are out of here, and there goes Scumman as well. He tucked himself in. AG Global cleared off the board. We're into our top 3, and full teams across the 3 teams here. But you've got the low ground if you're Twisted Minds. You've got Chem still if you are Gentlemates, and there's an early wrap that comes in, but Gromlock will actually find Sage.
A late rotation from the Gentlemates is going to pay dividends. Sage cut on down. Virtus.pro only has 2 more alive, but Noobs and Donkey, they're working together. You have this hop up. You're playing a little bit of a crossfire right now, but Twisted Minds, they're going to hear all this shooting. They're starting to get active. It's Donkey from above. He has 10 kills to his name in this map. He finds Z-Smith. It's just 1 player from Twisted Minds that's here. Can you manage to find them? Almond, he's going to be able to bring down Noobs. It's a 1v1, and Virtus.pro had a lot to say before we went live, and look at Sage. Cold ice in his veins across the stage like a killer. So can you manage to maybe still get on out of here? FaZe down towards the living quarters side. They're just trying to regain, but Twisted Minds, they are on the hunt. They can smell that FaZe is nearby. Some great shots. Clumsy, he tries to make it happen, but J-Tech flies over. Maybe a little bit too overconfident, and Aiden, he's good for a solid 2. And Flank, he's the last one alive over towards that buy station, and he's got 2 members of the Falcons staring him down. Not allowing themselves to get cut on down by some of these teams at control for Nate Dogg and Scum, and they are going to be here towards this roof. But EBOS, they're going to be the squad to move on forward. Showstopper opens it up onto Nate Dogg. Scum, and he's in the staircase. A nade will do enough damage as Jawad, he surges on forward. Are you going to push on down? I'm not entirely sure, but blink of an eye. Guess what? You thought you were safe? Pack your bags, because we got to travel south.
The entire fight now rests on Twisted Minds and Vision. They fall for this both side control. Lennon will open up with 1. On the returns, FIFA kill trade. Schmitty's over the top. Echo lined in and finds the kills to wipe Twisted Minds off the board into top 3. You're going to get your boys back in. You're 4-3 if you're the British boys, and then there's the players still up into control center. 3 from EBOS, 1 from AG Global.
If you're Team Vision, you got to rotate fast, though. That fight might have delayed your push just a little bit, so if you can manage to get your way on up here, you would love to hold this down. Look at Jawad on the off angle, though. He hops on up. He's able to cut down FIFA kill. It's now just Lennon and Echo, and well, Jawad, he's going to be the player that you have to fight if you want to try and get into the zone, and it's going to be even more tough when his other 2 teammates are still playing up towards the control side. Scummin, he's the last one alive for his team. It's going to be basically out in the gas. Jawad has moved on forward, though. Can EBOS manage to take map number 2?
Scummin in big trouble here, down to 1 HP. Robstar's the important player here. He can cover over the push if it comes through from Vision Esports. He's just protecting his boys. Lennon falls. Echo's tucked off into a corner. Scummin might foil a little bit here. Finds 2. Robstar's up high. Scummin dives in for the cleanup. Can Echo do something? Finds 1. And there will be 1 player remaining. Just up high. Robstar trying to shoot over the top. Finds the crack. Echo holding on for dear life. Robstar descend. It does not get there. Team Vision, they fight in for the ball, hit the rotation, win all the big fights, and do enough to trade out.
CT have not been a team that have necessarily lit it up today. Looking to try and get something going here over towards the prison. Looking to try and get some control. But who is here is the ever-present Rock. Can they find the picks? Wow. Yes, they can. Aiden Smith will fall. So thank God that Almond is over towards the other side. That's a big win for Rock to find. They need a good game. The only ones alive. Looking to get Soka back into the fight as quickly as they can. Shots from Noobs here are good, but not quite good enough. And over now towards the factory. Thieves have made their way over. Obviously winning a little bit of a juke, a little bit of a fight over against Falcons, but that is not the child from Gabe you want to see. But that's because Skullface is behind, but is he being spun out? Almond and Cole for the trade. Skullface finds two. The third's behind. Can he manage to find this one as well? Not for the 1v3. In keeps them alive, but blasting a 1v1. Whoever falls may well fall out of the team, out of the map. And of course, the side of Novo Esports trying to find a way through, but they're climbing up towards the side of Prison right now. The team in prime position. Team Vision. Virtus.pro can find a pick though. Noobs will find one. They're just about trying to get themselves in and out the gas. Noobs looking for more. Here for Virtus.pro, this could be their second win of the day if they can manage to find it.
A couple well-placed nades can help things out.
My God!
Noobs throws a sky nade and gets paid for it, but unfortunately Team Vision with the backup, perfect communication, a perfect trade. And FIFA Kill has high ground, they've got zone, and FaZe gonna somehow have to jump up this railing.
2v3. FaZe gonna have to try and find a way through. A massive game potentially on the cards of both these two teams. Everything in the kitchen sink being thrown from either side. Somebody's gonna have to start making their move very, very shortly. The height belongs to Team Vision, but they're the ones who need to find a pick. This is a pretty even fight as the final circle now comes in. Who will come out on top? Clumsy, JTech flanked all below. FIFA Kill right alongside Echo. They would love to have Lennon in this fight, but how's it going to go down? Shots down to be fired. JTech will start to fall, but the play is being made by Flanked. He's going through the gas, and that may well be the pitch that is needed. Here comes Flanked, surely on the flank. Can he find it all on his own in a 1 versus 2? Oh. Echo gets the game. Team Vision with another win on the board. It's 2 in a row for the EU boys. Climbing up the ladder they go. The flank from Flank, not good enough.
And a well-placed Molotov will actually get a knock. A huge take onto Decky, and Clumsy's going to chow this. Unfortunately gets punished for it, but the trade is there. Great communication. JTech with cleanup.
It's the last one here. They're going to try and hunt him down. Can they manage to find it?
Oh, StukX will have that as well. JTech and Clumsy will see you later. My goodness.
And there are still 6 teams remaining.
The tiniest of zones for 15 players. Everybody with a tint to their name. Not a lot of cover though, as Resolve knows it. He's just going to throw bullets down range and pick up a couple from multiple different teams. They're going to push in. I told you CT was looking hot this game, and they're finding trades, but Z-Smith's been here before, and he's won here before. He's got an angle on the backside, but he's by himself. Extra J also a solo.
3 teams remaining, 7 players left up and running as well. Extra J will fall, only a few more remaining.
3 teams, 6 players. Smith a solo, Rock a duo, and the trio of Leviathan somehow still here as Z-Smith does find one.
How can he find a way through? The answer is he cannot. Leviathan, they have not had anything to shout about whatsoever, but this is their game to lose.
Unbelievable rotation from them, coming through the water, taking down one member of the Falcons, weakening them. To be able to get to this position, a 2v2 for the final fight.
They might go.
High ground from Prodigy though. A huge position. I don't know if they know he's up here or not. I believe he's already thrown bullets down range, so they know they can't leave. Everybody's in the zone here, Ton. Right now, it's a patient waiting game.
Everyone takes a breath. A massive 2v2 for both these two squads. They're sitting over towards the lower side of things, and they must find a win. The multiplier of 1.6, the final circle in 2 seconds. Decky and Laser are going to have to make a move.
Vision's got the low ground. Prodigy with the high ground. Prodigy finds the pick. It's free. Prodigy with the high ground wins the game. There's no question about it. Leviathan, a great effort, but it's just not good enough. Rock Esports have woken up.
From prison to control, dealing with our leaders, and putting the rest of the lobby on notice.
Looking to get towards that 1.4 times multiplier. And look where this zone pulls. It's on over towards the school. Hop on the bus, ladies and gentlemen, because we all gotta move.
Yeah, you can make as educated a guess as you like, but sometimes the zone just says, everybody's coming over here, and the Gentlemates will get aggressive and send Virtus.pro to their graves. Gentlemates were sat in third coming into this. Virtus.pro on top. A huge fight in the context of this tournament. The French continue to roll on out. They will have a lot of company to deal with. And Kill's going to get knocked, and you pull the self off. It looks like he has. Standing back up here. But FaZe will be in school, and Twisted Minds have the rooftop to try and shut this down.
Hollow, he gets taken on out. FaZe, they're trying to play from this other side. Can he take the rooftop of school here into our top 3 as Clumsy trying to play alongside the other 2 players, looking around on the outside, trying to be able to maybe find an angle on these players on the top. Hollow finally gets taken up from Gentlemates. It brings us down into a 3v3. Twisted Minds versus FaZe. C-Smith, he's gonna be the first one to drop on down, but it's a huge wrap. Twisted Minds, they make the first rotation over to school. They hold down the positioning, and they activate when they need to in a battle. Because you can see AG.AL, they've come on up. They're trying to take a team vision. So if you're Sage, maybe you're thanking your stars that AG.AL have maybe taken the ire of team vision away from you. And FIFA Kill, in his last dying breath, at least will be able to get a buy off, get Echo back on into the mix. But Lennon, a huge 1v2 to his name. He finds Raiden. Scumman's coming in from below. The pre-fires, he knows exactly where he's coming from. Tempered, gonna let him reset this fight very, very quickly. And Echo flies on over towards the buy station. But Scumman with the turn and burn. He finds the last two remaining members of Team Vision, wipes them off the map. But Donkey, he'll be able to make the trade onto Scumman, and Sage slides on down to hit the buy station.
Incredible work there from Scumman to find that second kill. Won't be much comfort to Nate Dogg because he sits up atop that tower alone.
I'm looking for the full. Can anybody go ahead and maybe bring them on out? But here in green, it is becoming a party. Up top, you have Evos, Gentlemates in the middle, Twisted Minds down below. And where this zone goes, well, it goes all the way back towards headquarters. You're gonna have to fight your way uphill.
You will indeed. Soka's here, by the way, has 12 kills on the board, so yes, Falcons will fall in 5th. They get that multiplayer, they get a lot of kills. Didn't necessarily look like a great map, but turns out it could be one that lifts them back into the plate. Gentlemates are here. They have company down below in Twisted Minds. They've got 2 EVOS players up above, and you've also got all 3 of 100 Thieves setting up sensors off.
Look at the wrap, though. They're coming in on the outside. Jawad activates, though. Those are 2 huge kills on the members of the Gentlemates. He will get found on out, and Soka actually somehow gets the kill for a nade onto Rodstar. But we come down to the final 2 teams, and look at the rotations that are coming on through. Skullface, blast there towards the sub. Skull, he finds E-Smith. Blast finds Almond, and well, Skull brings down Aiden again. 100 Thieves, they were in 4th before that game, just on the outside looking in. And Enigma, I think with some smart plays, with some smart looks, huge kills, you let Gabe off the leash.
6 teams remaining. This is still anyone's game.
100 Thieves have ultimate high right now. You see 2 parts of Novo in the middle. Biffle in trouble. Down below, still looking for XO. They line up for him, and Biffle is out of here. The Falcons will not reach that match point threshold. It was pretty close.
It was pretty close, and they got 6th. 5th place would have helped them along the way, and now Dongy and Co trying to get something going. Noobs will find yet another kill. He is sitting on 15. They are being held right now, though. Thieves have got them in a really good position. Can they keep them at bay? It's looking that way. Sage is left on his own. Thieves in a good spot.
Early rotation for Thieves is a huge boon. They've lost 1, but they have ultimate high. The zone's now going to shrink on themselves. The Thieves could still make threshold. Frankly, Ton, I think they need to win, though.
If Thieves can win this, we may well have 3 teams on threshold. This is such an important game for them. One of the other teams still involved is VP, and it is Sage. I think he may well be able to survive this. Let's see if he can continue. Oh, Skullface has found the pick, but he does have the self-revive. But the fights will continue without Sage at least. He will continue to survive. Can he find himself into it? Not going to happen. Robstar will take him down. Vortex now trying to get something going. Big fight ensuing.
A big moment for Vortex to put up some good points down below, but it's 100 Thieves that need the win. They've got power possession. They've got player advantage. Up above and in the gas, they find the angle. Resources coming through. A nice take and a 2v1 for the final fight.
Yeah, they need a kill. Vortex is going to try and find it. Thieves get themselves a big game. At a time when they most needed it. They will be very, very close.
And everybody knows Twisted Minds is also on match point.
And VP have to get in the water. They don't feel safe here whatsoever, and for good reason. Sage trying to get out by the hair on his chin. Just about survived, but oh my goodness me, observers, if you leave this fight, I will come over to production. We've got to stay here. But another team who could potentially go on to win this is Virtus.pro. They are in a tough, tough spot. Squad 9 wiped. Squad 9 wiped. Virtus.pro are gone. They will not be winning this game.
The Falcons have hunted down their prey. Twisted Minds, the only team on match point still on this map. There is room underneath the Falcons right now if they can get there.
The Falcons have got them exactly where they want them. Can they finish them off? Let's go to a listening with our defending champions, Falcons.
6 seconds, I can't do anything.
Are they blitzing me? Crack one.
Okay, I'm order.
They're trying to blitz me right now.
I know, I can't see
got
him.
up.
I can't. Yeah, blitzing.
Yeah, on me.
Cracked 1, crack 2, crack 3.
Watch out, one.
Dead.
Okay, other one, both first.
Yeah, first on me. Dead.
Other one, he ran over here somewhere.
I got a U, he popped in.
Okay. Right there. Shoot, go!
One more game, press him, let's go. Let's go. Get up, yeah, go up. I'm getting a cluster, Okay.
The zone's starting to move, and it's moving towards Gentlemates, but the first one to move is going to be Shifty. Hiskoka in the chopper. Oh my word, there are so many permutations, so many ways that this could end. It could end, though, with no winner. Hisoka trying to survive. Falcons still need points. Gentlemates still need points.
Hisoka takes to the skies. Are you kidding me? A perfect early
Big
rotation.
pick.
They've got high ground. They've got the angle.
Send it.
Gonna find one from Gentlemates. We see AG go down to our final 4 teams. We made it to our multiplier. We are looking for this threshold, and the Falcons need a couple more kills.
God!
Shifty is undeniably shooting straight this game here, Ton.
Biffle finds Maddie. They're into the top 2. Falcons, they needed a game. They needed the game of their lives to confirm themselves on match point, to deny Virtus.pro and Twisted Minds. They will get a chance. Hisoka is here to clean up the pieces. This should be that. Can they get it done? Yes, they can. Falcons, Thieves, Twisted Minds, Virtus.pro. Who will get it done? But Falcons deny time and time again. This is our house.
We said it at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I like where Gentlemates are sitting on the other side, but for Falcons, you called it on out. They have to make their way on in. Skull, he has this read. The shots are good. These tents, they don't provide much cover. Can you manage to hit the wall bang? You're not able to, but Gabe, he's going to follow it on up with his Cypher, and Blast surges on out. Cuts down DS Biffle. One last member of the Falcons out towards the boat side, and maybe you think you have the opportunity to say here, I look at this, I love this. You have to play from the high ground if you are 100 Thieves, but unfortunately, somebody has a cluster strike with your name on it. It will force them to back on up. They're playing on top of Twisted Minds right now. You're trying to dive in and out of this smoke. Hold this high ground. If Thieves can manage to do this and push from the top side, this is going to be crazy, but Gromalog, he is looking to cut down both of these teams. It could be an activation for a third party.
Grom's going to find Skullface, and suddenly the Twisted Minds players fly out. Grom's going to clean that one up, so you got 2 left. If you are the Thieves, Rated finds some mood, but Gabe's going to slowly throw out the Molotovs. The strike's coming on over the top. Can Gabe stay alive? The problem is he's going to slip off towards this left side. It's not going to be for free. AG Global are here for the fight.
Twisted Minds, they've made their way on out. They're trying to use these loadouts as a little bit of headies, but the French on the side, they are trying to stop it. You turn your sights to the left. Blast down. Gabe Kuhn down. I haven't seen 100 Thieves be eliminated just yet, but Enkyo, he comes up from behind. The shots are firing. Gromalog turns his sights towards the other way. FaZe, they're here to play spoiler. They move on up. Gromalog on 13. He's able to knock down Flank. He's able to get the full. They are looking to close this one out.
Everyone slaughtered as they cross to the open ground. Clumsy's going to go low, trying to pick J-Tech back up. You still have one of the AG Global players in, but the Gentlemates, the Frenchmen, go nuclear here in map 9 in order to push themselves into this final fight. Nadog will survive for a moment, but it will be Enkyo to clean things up here. I'm seeing at least 20 kills on the board, and they rise to their feet with the green suits behind them.
And maintain their role here as the dynasty in Warzone. A lot of map left to play though. We're still only missing 1 team coming to the end of zone number 3. The Gentlemates, they've moved on over towards Concrete. You lose Enkyo in the process, but you very cleanly clean up FaZe yet again. Hopefully Enkyo, he's gonna be able to stay alive. Can you get the tap on here to try and push on through? For a team like Twisted Minds, they don't have to take any of these fights. They can manage to just dive them if they need to. And it looks like the tunnel is going to be their option. But look who's moving on up. It's AG.AL. I thought the AG.AL may be able to hit the timing, but it's a couple of thermites. It will back down some of the members with the burn. It comes on out. Twisted Minds, can you slide on through here? Scummin, he's going to slide on out. He's trying to be able to play his life, but look who's surging on forward. It is Aiden. He brings down Scummin. He brings down Rated. He takes another team off the board.
And Norbstar will fall, but the teammates, well, they're not going to be feeling much better about this.
Soka has been dropped on the other side, by the way, by some of the members of Twisted Minds, and I love what Virtus.pro is doing right now. You mentioned it. Light it on up. This thing has no protection towards it. Can you manage to get that full? You can. Showstopper's going to be the one to slide on out. But Noobs, he just keeps firing, baby. Robstar goes into the stream of bullets, and he gets taken on out. Jawad is there for a trade onto Virtus.pro, but look where we are starting to see some movement. We see some movements from the Falcons out on the boat. Twisted Minds, Thieves, they're in great position right now. No matter where this is going to go ahead and pull. XO Esports taking on out Team Vision. They are the only team not on match point here, ladies and gentlemen. They have an opportunity to put us to one more game, but it's 3 out of our 4 squads. They are here. 100 Thieves, they're going to make a gas play. They're trying to set themselves up already in control.
Soka is going to be run over here a little bit. People kill Echo, find kills. It's just Shifty going to be standing tall, and he will flee, and he will fall. The Falcons are out of here. You've still got Twisted Minds, though.
No.
You've still got 100 Thieves on that rotation. Thieves lose 2. Twisted Minds in the best position to see it all.
It's all self-revives. It's Twisted Minds. They're here on top of control, but look who's still in the zone. They're not taking damage. Team Vision, they are here, and it's going to be a cluster that comes in up over the top. Skullface hops on out. He's going to be able to get the revive, but the self-revives on top of control are coming on in. Gabe sighting on up, begging anybody to peek a shoulder. Team Vision, they're looking at control as well. They can't manage to see anybody of 100 Thieves, but the zone will finally pull on over towards the edge.
You managed to get the reses through. Look at them. Allman just manages to get Smitty and Aiden up. Can you stand, though? Before that circle starts to squeeze, it's the last one. Thieves have 2, Vision have 3, and you're up high for the Twisted Minds.
Lennon, he's been able to find Almond, but everybody just sticking with each other, just huddling for warmth, trying to keep their tournament alive. Echo and Lennon, they're going to move on the outside, but Z-Smith, he pops on up, he finds Lennon, the knock is there. He's continuing to try and find Echo. The bullets going through the truck. 100 Thieves, they're still alive below. A Molotov will finally be able to bring down Echo. Lennon, he is finished. We are about to come down to our final 2 teams as the kill goes huge. Almond jumps on down. Twisted Minds! They do it to the very end. It was patience all the way through. It will reap them their reward. Our motto this year, Enigma, is rise above all. They couldn't do it last year. And when the competition was greatest, the Twisted Minds were able to rise above their competition and secure a match point victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Call of Duty Warzone champions at the 2025 Esports World Cup, Twisted Minds!